So it's super late. Not super late, but it's 9 p.m. And I was thinking a few hours ago, like, okay, well, maybe Wednesday just won't just be like a day off and I won't record. And then I was sitting here like, I'm about to start playing some games on my phone because I haven't been able to do that in a few days because I've been working my butt off. But instead of, I got it open. Look, my cooking legend. It's open. I got 5 hearts. Can't wait to play. But first, I needed to like just kind of real quick. Some interesting things. I had some interesting conversations today. Some were quick, some were long. But some things I noticed, like, because people say, man and women think differently, but it's funny how, like, the women in a man's family, knowing that men and women think differently, a woman who is related to a man will hear that man's side of the story and run with it, not realizing that the other side of the story, knowing that the other person with the side of the story in this situation is a woman, but not really like realizing it. So it's like a man and a woman have an issue with each other, and the man goes and talks to his women, female family members, and those female family members get this like stained version of reality. I'll say this tainted version of reality. And it becomes like a stain. Like that is the impression that they have on the woman. And it's just something that I noticed, like just thinking about all the different dysfunctional relationships that I know about, even my own, because like I've already said, we are in the process of deliverance. God is bringing us out. God is doing great things in my marriage. And I'm able to look back and I'm able to look around and I'm able to look at, the females that he's related to. I'm able to look at myself when it comes to my brother's relationships and even my dad's relationships. Um, Thinking about some cousins and friends that I've known who have had dysfunctional relationships, who have gone through things, um, and it's just funny because you're supposed to really like take the side of your relative, of your family member, right? But sometimes I wonder, like, one thing that I used to think about with my with my husband, like, and his family is like, I used to think all the time, like, how can y'all tell me he lies? You know what I mean? Like, how can y'all say all this stuff about him, but then when I go, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like, I know exactly what you're talking about, like, because this and this and that. Then all of a sudden, like, I'm the bad guy because I'm talking shit about him, but y'all was talking shit about him first. And then, oh, I'm cussing. My bad. Forgive me. But but it's like you claim that he's a liar. You talk about how much he lies, but then you believe the lies that he's telling about me. So in this situation, I'm in a situation right now where it's like, but you be lying to me, but you want to tell me something about her. But ain't you lying? I can't. It's so complicating. And that's the thing. It's like men and women, we think differently. So when a man tells his version of the story, it doesn't always have to be a lie, but it's how he perceives it as a man, right? Which sometimes almost all the time would be somewhat narcissistic. I'm just going to say that. I'm just going to put it out there and leave it alone. I'm going to put it right there. And then you have the woman's perspective, her side of the story, which is a lot. Sometimes is very emotional. Sometimes kind of could be kind of passive. The way that the things went down, the way that the communication was processed. But I don't know. It's just funny because just not too long ago, like maybe not even, I'll say not even an hour ago, um, my husband, there was like FaceTime because there's family in another state, and my husband he was talking to his cousin on the phone, and we were in the hallway and it was dark, and so I walked up behind him and I waved hi. Now I did it. I said hi. Okay, I waved hello. I could see myself in the camera, right? So, and then we get to a more lit area, and she says, "Where's Marquita?" I don't even know if she said Marquita, but 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 then so he turned to camera like more, so it's just on me, and I said, "I just said hello. We were in the dark, but I said hi." And she goes, "Oh, I thought you was just not talking to us tonight." And it was like, damn. And I thought, like, how many conversations have we had? How many opportunities have we had to get to know each other? Why would she say something like that to me? Why would that be her assumption, right? When I don't remember at any time you saying, "Where's your wife? Where's Marquita?" I initiated the hello. Maybe she didn't see me. That's not her fault. But I initiated the hello. But somehow there was an assumption across the board that I wasn't going to speak tonight. What? So it was just like, damn, like, I know we've had our things. And I have my family members who are like, if you're going to be with him, then I'm good on you. Like I do have family members like that, and that's fine. But they mind their business. Um, they don't. They don't try to act like they want to see him and then say some shady shit. Like they don't do that. They just stay to themselves, and and most of the time, if I have family members who are like, "I'm good on y'all," it's because they seen what we went through firsthand. They were there front and center and saw. They weren't just hearing it through the grapevine. And there's really not a whole lot of family members of mine hearing it through the grapevine, because my family doesn't really do that. Like I'm not gonna say my family don't gossip, because they do, but there's only so much they're gonna say before they actually come to me and ask me like what's really going on. And but it was just kind of funny because I was like, damn. And I don't know how many people, you know how FaceTime is, you can only see the person here. Like, you can see me here. You don't know. There can be like 10 people on the other side of this camera that you just don't see. So, I don't know. It makes my mind kind of wonder, like, damn, like, what kind of things have been said about me? All based off of this man's perspective of what we were going through in the earlier stages of our marriage. And why is it so easy for a woman to believe a man who is having issues with his relationship with another woman, when, especially if you're related to that man, you've probably had issues with this man because he's a man and you're a woman and you guys have a close relationship, you have a close bond. So you have these issues. So it just, I don't know. It just makes me wonder, like, why is it so easy for us to be like, that's my cousin, he's right, or that's my brother, he's right, that's my dad, he's right, when it's like, he's a man and she's a woman. So if I were in this situation that they were in, I would probably be reacting to the situation like she's reacting to the situation because I'm a woman. Right? Like, nope, go to sleep. Oh, I thought one of my kids was opening the door, but I think it was the air from another door being opened. Anyways, it's like, dang, I had a really good thought that was coming too. But I don't know, it just makes me wonder, like, oh, especially if it's like I'm a mom, she's a mom, right? They're having an issue because of the decisions that she's making that she knows are going to affect her children. She's making decisions putting her children first and putting herself first because she is the only person responsible for the children. Just like in my situation where I was putting myself first because I was the one. I am the one. I am the one. So I have to put myself first so that I can be able to take care of my children as best possible. Right? So for anyone to take the hurt feelings of a man and turn around and say, oh, well, she's this and she's that, and you don't really even know her. You're not even really trying to get to know her. You ain't never had a real conversation with her before. You ain't never really been in a situation with her when her back was against the wall, or when, you know what I mean, when the fire was up and she had to make it happen. You never been around her in that type of situation. All you know is what you heard through the grapevine based on a man's perspective of her. When you probably would have acted the same, probably would have done the same thing in that situation. But I don't know. It made me kind of hot because I really wanted to say, well, never mind, I take my hi back. Like, I was excited. Like, I was happy saying hi. And then it was just like, damn. Sometimes, I don't know. And then there's another thing where, sometimes people see you smiling and they just gotta, they just gotta say the most negative first thing they could think of. But I'm still smiling. All right. Well, my name is Marquita Hudgens, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say good night. Peace.